Welcome back to Show and Teller. As we start off every episode, I give a little spiel, I give a little intro as to what's the purpose of the show. The purpose of the show is to bring on guests who are interesting, who are pushing the limits, who have an incredible story, who have something to bring to our viewership, something to bring to the community. And honestly, we've had people who live here in Los Angeles, and we have people who are visiting from very far. And today is one of our guests who's visiting from Eretz Yisrael, from Israel, all the way from Israel. And when I knew that we had the opportunity to have a guest, I'm about to introduce who this person is, but when I had the opportunity to have somebody come in with his story, I was like, bring him, I need to hear it, and I want to make sure that everybody who's listening will get the full magnitude of what he was able to go through. So without further ado, I would like to introduce Rom El-Hai, a Nova Festival survivor on October 7th. But there's more to Rom than just a Nova Festival survivor.
It's a big part.
It's a big part of it, but
part of my identity now.
It's part of your identity, and not that we want to say that this is what makes you a celebrity, but
in some way,
it does make you a celebrity. And honestly, us Jews who were in the diaspora, people who are in Los Angeles, people here all across the world, hearing that there are people who went through this, people who endured this, people who are lived to tell the tale, who survived. It's like, it's incredible. It's truly magnificent. I mean, not magnificent like, oh my gosh, God forbid anybody has to go through what you went through, and we're going to hear your story, but we all need to hear what you went through. So without further ado, Ron, thank you for being here.
Thank you.
And let's start. Tell me, let's go.
So, as our rabbi said, my name is Rom, and I'm 31 years old. I live in Israel, in a small and nice town called Netanya, the best place in the world, by the way. And yes, part of my life is also to be a Nova survivor. And it's funny because, I never thought that I have those things of identity. I never thought like I'm gonna be in America and do speeches and stuff. But, thank God I have the ability to do that. And someone need to do that. I mean, every time that I'm here and sharing my story with a lot of people in the community, I see how much it's affected people and how much it's give another perspective to people. And for me to do that, it's blessed. Of course, it's a very sad story, and it's a shame that I need to get through all that. But if I already been through all that, so let's try to do a good thing with that.
And that's all we can ask for.
Yep.
To bring light, try to bring light to a very hard time in history. For those who don't know, October 7th was since the Holocaust, which was in the late 30s, 40s, where a big massacre of Jewish people who lost their lives. 6 million Jews lost their lives. October 7th was the biggest massacre of a day, where 1,200 Jews were killed from Hamas that came into Israel. They breached the walls and they went on a complete massacre and went to all the different kibbutzim, all the different shkunot, all the different neighborhoods in the Gaza envelope, and they killed, they raped, they held people hostages, and as of, I want to say almost
a lot of horrible things. Maybe even a month ago, all of the living hostages who were in prison, who were held captive for over 700 days, were finally let free. And sadly, there are still some hostages who were killed in Gaza who have not yet been returned. But this is just to give perspective and for the viewership, if they don't know what happened on October 7th. Where were you on October 7th, or what led you to where you ended up on October 7th? So as you said, of course, I was at the Nova Music Festival. And music festival for me, it's not something new. It's something that I'm doing over the 10 years. For me, my favorite hobby is to travel around the world and go to music festivals. I've been in music festival in so many countries around the world, and yeah, that's my thing. just normal guy that's like to go dance. That's it.
So you heard about this music festival, just another music festival, and you said, okay, this is something that I do, I'm gonna go and...
Well, not exactly. In the beginning, I didn't want to go to the Nova Festival. I don't even remember the reason, but just a few days before October 7, someone from the producers asked if I want to volunteer in the festival, just to do a little job for a few hours, and he will give me a free ticket. And I said, yeah, why not? I mean, it's nice an opportunity to have a nice weekend with my friends, so it was very spontaneously. I didn't plan to go to that party in the beginning, which was funny, of course, but I found myself there, and life is dynamic. Now I'm here.
So take me minute by minute or hour by hour. You arrive at the music festival on October 7th or a few days before?
The festival started at midnight on October 7th.
Okay.
We came inside at 2 a.m.
Okay.
So it was night, and we came very early. And we came with two of my friends. We built like a little camp, and we went out. Travel to see the area and how it's looked. And it was huge. It was very big, and there was so many people there. So many kind of people, like people in their 20s, in their 30s, or over 50s. And I saw so many people that I know from different places from Israel. And as I said, I'm going to a music festival 10 years, so I know what it feels like, I know how it looks like. And the music was loud, everybody's dancing, happy, and it really feel like a holiday. Everybody having fun, the music was loud, and the place was huge. It was 2 big dance floors. And it feels great. You're like in vacation.
Do they know how many people were actually at the festival?
4,000 people.
4,000?
Yeah, something like that.
Wow. Okay.
Included the stuff.
Okay. So 4,000 of you arrived anywhere between midnight to 2 a.m. and music is going all night long.
All night long. It was supposed to be, it started midnight and it was supposed to be until 5 p.m. the day after.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's very long. Most of the people came at night and they stay until the end. And as I said, in those times, I'm just traveling with my friends, I'm dancing on the dance floor, we're having fun, everything is so great, the music was loud, there was so much colors, people happy around you, and you feel like you're in the best place in the world, but can happen. I mean, the music festival, everybody having fun. It was holiday also, so it was a
Simchat Torah.
Yeah, a good excuse to celebrate.
Yes. So, when did you notice that something was now out of the ordinary or something was a little fishy, or when did you start noticing that, okay, something is happening?
Well, it was very, let's say, a rolling situation. We didn't understand what happened in the beginning, and it took us time to understand the massive of that thing. So, as I said, I'm dancing with my friends at the dance floor, and it's 6:30 a.m. I look at the sky, and I saw missiles exploding, and the music was still on.
You're looking up and you're seeing missiles.
Missiles exploding, around us, all over our head, and the music was still on. You can see people still dancing, and suddenly we saw missiles exploding. I mean,
you're close by where it wouldn't make, it's possible the missiles could be flying over.
Yeah.
But you didn't think anything of it.
Well, in the beginning, we thought it's another missile attack. It's happened all the time, which is, of course, it sucks. And we're in the middle of the forest. There was no bomb shelters. There was no place to hide there, and there was a lot of people all over the area. I'm not gonna lie, it was scary. But again, we know what to do in those situations. It's not something new. So it was not a big surprise, but it was, it was a shame that they need to close the festival, to get out everyone. And I remember a big confusion at that time. People run away, people get panic.
Did the staff say, okay, everybody,
Yeah.
we're stopping the music and now it's time to everybody disperse, everybody leave?
2 or 3 minutes after I saw the missile exploding, one of the police officers came to the DJ stage and he just announced to everybody, take your stuff, leave the place, the party's over. That's it. That's it. Take your stuff, the party's over, leave. And so as I said, in that time, it was very big confusion. I saw people cry, upset, they were waiting a lot of time for that festival. And I saw panic and even people stay on the dance floor and they keep dancing because they thought they're gonna return the music. They thought it was like a joke or something. So no one understands what happened. Like, there is so many people with different behaviors. Me and my friends, we came together and we understand, okay, like, they're not gonna return the music, obviously, because there is a missile attack, no way it's gonna come back. Let's take our stuff, let's go to the car. Let's see what's happened.
We'll wait.
Yeah, let's see what's happened. There's no need to rush, we're not need to be panicked, everything is okay.
And you're in a parking lot with 4,000 other cars, or it's like a sea of people in the cars, basically? Or
Yeah, and everybody tried to get out at the same time.
Meaning, when you say get out, leave the festival grounds to go out onto the highway, or the freeway, to the road.
Yeah, so there was only one road, it was not a big road. Okay, so when everybody tried to get out at the same time, so we all stuck in traffic.
Now, when people are getting out to get onto the road, again, all they think is it's just missile attacks. They don't see the elevation that they're actually, I'm giving away the story, that there are terrorists in there at that stage.
In that time, I think no one still understand what's happened. It was like 7 a.m. when people really started to get out. There is a few people that managed to run away very fast, but the majority of the people stuck. And, we were standing on the road and we're waiting to continue. And you can't run away, you can do anything. But I can tell you that it was not a regular missiles attack because it was so many. Like, I never saw something similar to that. It was so many in one time.
Bang, bang, bang,
Yeah.
bang, 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 bang.
All the sky was with you can see the explosion, you can see
The Iron Dome.
Yeah, the Iron Dome
is coming to intercept it.
Yeah, it was huge, it was massive. But again, okay, there is a missile attack. We know what to do. Let's go to the car. If it's there is alarm, we're gonna go out, we're gonna hide, and then we're gonna come back until we're gonna go back home eventually. So me and my friend, we were very chilly. We were so naive. We didn't understand what happened in the rest of the country. While we're stuck in the traffic and we want to get on the main road, we're waiting to take left. And suddenly I saw a red car coming very fast from the right side, and it just crashed the two cars that was in front of us, and it's stuck in the side. And also my first reaction was to think, well, maybe the driver was drunk, maybe had a panic attack, maybe something happened, I don't know. But then one guy came to that car, he opened the driver door, and I saw a very young woman, like 22, something like that. She just fell into the floor and all her body was full of blood. And the guy who opened the door started screaming there, she was shot! Please help someone, she was shot, I need help! And that was the time that I thought, okay, something is very, very strange here. Who shot her? Why? What's happened here? But I still didn't believe to myself. I thought maybe he's overreact, maybe, I don't know.
And you saw the girl fall to the ground.
Yeah.
You saw her.
Full of blood. And she lose control of her car. I saw how she fell to the floor, all of it was full of blood. Someone screamed that she was shot. I mean, what's happened here? What's happened here? Where am I? And many people came try to help that girl. And I told my friend, okay, there is a lot of people with her, we can't help with something, we don't have equipment, we're not doctors, we don't know what to do in those situations. let's quickly take the right side, get on the road and just, let's get out of here. So that's what I did. We get on the road and again, we're just stuck in traffic again. We stuck, we can move. Until in some point, one of the security guys came in, standing in the middle of the road, and he just screamed, "Everybody get out of the car and just run." Yeah, so we left our car in the middle of the road and we run away into the forest with the only things that we have in our pockets.
And at this point, how are you, now what are you feeling? Now you realize something is obviously very serious is going on.
Yeah, but
it was place, but you still don't know really what's going on.
No,
you know, it's not like you're checking your WhatsApp or anything like that. There's no news coming in. You don't really know what's going on.
I tried to check my WhatsApp. Maybe there is an announcement, maybe something in the news there, but we didn't have any reception, so it was very hard to understand. We tried to ask some people in there, maybe they know something, and no one understand. Everybody was so confused. You know, music festival, people drunk, people get high, drugged and stuff. So, like, you can able to have a conversation with people in that situation, and it's scary. I mean, to look their faces, how much they confused.
But you don't see anything at this point. You just see the security guard say, "Get out of your car and run."
And there are still missiles.
And when you say run, we're in the middle of a field, or is there buildings, or when you like where are you running?
Fields, yeah.
Wide open fields.
Oh, yeah, open space.
Run away.
Yeah.
Where you can run.
Yeah, that's it. Not the big trees, not a building, small.
No place to hide.
Nothing. Almost nothing, really. It was very hard to find a place to hide. But again, at that time, there started rumors that there is a terrorist in Israel and there is attack. But you say to yourself, like, okay, so maybe there is 3, 5, 10 terrorists. How much can they? Let's try to hide somewhere. The IDF will come. It will kill them all. And then we're gonna go home. We tried to tell ourselves stories that everything is okay. What the worst that can be? The army is here. There is 2 big bases and a police station nearby. And I remember we just run away and we hiding under some little bush. That's what we have. And the gunfire didn't stop for a minute. You can hear gunfire.
And you're looking and you don't see anybody who's shooting the gun. You just hear.
I just hear because I try not to make an eye contact. I knew if I'm gonna try to see them, I was gonna see them very easily. So we just put our head in the ground and we try just to hide as much as we can. And we had a very small bush to be hiding. Yeah, not a big tree. And we just pray. I mean, at that point, we didn't have nothing to do, just pray. Me and my 2 friends, we were alone. We didn't have even a bottle of water with us. Nothing. And at some point, we thought the IDF is here, maybe. But we understand that we were wrong because we know how to recognize weapons by their sounds. We know the IDF using M16, Hamas using AK-47, and we're hearing the AK-47 all the time. It was non-stop for a minute. And we understand
it's like an automatic, or
it's automatic. Yeah. Yeah. It didn't stop. It didn't stop. It just shooting everywhere on everybody. Until I heard that they killing someone. Actually killing someone. I mean, like, I heard the bullets coming from the gun, someone get shot, and you're hearing sounds of someone who's dying. I mean, it starts choking. And you understand at that point, that's it, it's dead. I mean, someone dead next to me.
And this is maybe, you understand this in proximity, this is 10 feet away, 20 feet away, 50 feet away, 100 feet away?
I don't know how to say, but it was very close because I heard it so clearly. It was very next to me. But after I heard him die, I heard those terrorists start to celebrate. Like, you can hear Allah Akbar, and they're happy, and they're cheering. You know, like it's a birthday party. So we understand, okay, they're very close, and if they find us, even to ask for a mercy is not an option. Because for them to kill Jews, it just makes them happy, it makes them laugh. And we can do a thing, really. We felt so useless at that time.
And you said all you could do is pray.
Yeah.
And I mean, I don't know if you're a religious man. I don't know if you believe in God. I don't know. But at this moment, you probably the only time in your life that you feel that my life is flashing in front of me.
Yeah.
I really, my life is precious right now and I can potentially lose it.
Easily.
What were you saying in your prayers?
First of all, of course, we said Shema Israel.
You did?
Yeah.
For those who don't know, we say Shema Israel, Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. It's supposed to be the last words that you say before you pass away, or you say it in very the most critical times of your life.
Yeah.
For strength.
Asking for help. Yeah.
Asking for help. So you said Shema.
Yeah.
You just kept on saying it.
Yeah, we repeated a few times, and we just we also try to have a conversation with my friends to see how they feel, what we can do, and we try not to make silence, because if there is silence, we start to think about what can happen. So we also had a few dark humors and private jokes that really help in that situation, which was very strange, but that's what we have. I mean, we just, we try to imagine that you're hiding under a bush and you're just waiting, and they kill people around you. You can't do a thing. You can call someone, you can't fight back because you don't have nothing. You can't call to help. You're just waiting. If they're gonna kill me, if they're gonna kidnap me, or if they're not. And it was like that, I think, more than an hour.
You're hiding in a bush for an hour.
Yeah, until the gunfire started to get weaker. And that was the point we said, okay, let's get out from here, let's see what we can do right now. And we get out from the bush and we saw all the place burning, dark smoke everywhere, really like an action movie, I'm not kidding. And we understand, okay, what we can do now, what we should do. We're alone and there's a lot of terrorists in the area. We decided we're gonna try to go to the east side as much as we can, because we thought it would be a good idea just to get far away from Gaza border and go with the forest to the east side and maybe to find someone who can take us up.
And again, you're standing in the middle of a field. Now you're not in a bush anymore, so when you're standing up, if there's anybody around, they can see you standing up.
Yes.
So you're looking around right now, like a football field or soccer field.
Something like that.
But you're not seeing any terrorists in front of you or behind you.
No.
They dispersed.
I guess they were all over the place. The place was big, but there was a lot of over the place, and we said also if we're gonna hear another massive gunfire, we're gonna find some bush, we're gonna hide again.
Are you seeing deceased bodies in front of you?
I didn't see bodies. Also because I didn't want to see. I put my head in the ground, I didn't look to the sides because I didn't want to make an eye contact not with the body and not with the terrorist. Because if I'm gonna see a terrorist or a body, I'm gonna freak out. And I know it's gonna be very difficult to me to continue. And I didn't think about nothing, I just want to save myself.
As we'd say, fight or flight.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're in combat mode.
Yeah. I didn't think about nothing, I just want to get out of here. And that's how I feel. I feel like I'm in a video game, I'm the main character, and I have one life. Go. And that's how I took it, really.
And it's not like you ever prepared for this in your life before.
Who can prepare to think like that?
That's what I'm saying. But it's amazing that this is what we do to survive.
You discover yourself in a strange situation, yeah. I never thought I would have those feelings, have those thoughts. But you discover yourself in a strange situation.
Could you believe to some degree, oh my gosh, I can't believe I'm in this situation? This is like only meant for a movie. This is not meant to happen to
I said that until today. I have the thought until today, yeah. And sometimes I can't believe that I'm Rom, the guy who like to party and sell the insurance policy before October 7, gonna went through a thing like that and will be a part of that huge thing that called October 7. But that's life.
So now, back to the story, you're now up, you're walking head down, focused, main character in the video game, and you're saying, I have to head east to get to the forest or get away from Gaza.
Yeah, just to get far away from there and maybe to find someone there who can help us. It took us a long journey until we managed to get to greenhouses. We saw greenhouses very far away from us, and we thought, okay, maybe there is someone who work there who can help us. And fortunately, no one was there. It was, I think, 12 p.m. that time.
So from 6:30 a.m. from you leaving
the party, yeah,
to now 12 p.m. You were only hiding for an hour.
Yeah, I mean, we walk a lot, and also we did a lot of stops because while we were walking, there was a lot of gunfires and scream, and the terrorists was there, so we stopped a lot also.
And hide,
yeah. And every time, as we said, the gunfire get weaker, we continue with our way. That was the plan, to hide when we need, and if we feel safe, we continue forward, no matter what. But we keep our plan, and in the way, we try to call the police. No one helped us. We met a few people in our way. We asked them, we hiding with them, we continue with them. Eventually everybody took his side, but it was a really hard situation. I get a lot of phone calls from my family, my friends, and I told them, yeah, I'm safe, I'm fine.
So it's a lie.
Of course it was a lie. I mean, I spoke with my mom, I told her that I'm safe and I'll be back soon, while I have gunfire all over my head.
Rom, there's how many people died at the Nova Festival?
370, something like that.
Now, these people who very sadly passed, is it because they left the festival later and you managed to get out sooner? Or how is it that HaKadosh Baruch Hu, Hashem made it, thank God you were able to get out when you got out. But how are these 300 people, how is it that they weren't able to get out? Or they got trapped?
There is no a one way that you can say, okay, this is the best way, because I heard about people that managed to run away from the festival very early and they came to their house after like an hour. Like they didn't see nothing happened to them and like they're okay. And I also heard about people that also will run away very fast, and the terrorists are waiting for them on the road and they just shot them. I heard about people, as I said, I ran to the forest and bush near me, someone died. So I can say I choose the right bush, let's say like that. Many people die in the fields, so I don't know, maybe they just couldn't find me. And a lot of people stay at the festival, they didn't run away. Most of them were staff members or people that work there, and most of them got killed, but I heard that a few of them managed to escape. So there's no one rule that's, okay, if you took that side, you're gonna be okay. Just luck, really,
random.
Just luck. Yeah, random. I don't know, maybe God chooses who's gonna live or who's not. I don't have an explanation for that.
And some were taken captive and
hostage. Yeah.
So you get to the greenhouse.
I get to the greenhouse, it was 12 p.m. and I remind you, we were after music festival, so we didn't eat, we didn't sleep, we didn't drink. We woke up the day before. And the greenhouse was full of red pepper. So we just started to eat whatever we saw. I mean, that's the first time that we're actually eating something. It was amazing, it was very tasty. And I saw my friend try to break a water pipe with his teeth. because you don't think much, you just want to drink.
Survive.
Yeah. And we thought, okay, let's stay here, it looks safe. There was no one here. We're inside of greenhouses. Let's wait till someone eventually will find us. But after like 10 minutes, I think, okay, we understand that there's no way because it was so hot in that greenhouse. We can't even breathe there. People forget, but it was a very hot day in Israel at that time, in October. And we didn't have nothing with us, so we can't breathe. And we decided, okay, we have to get out, even if we still know there is terrorists around us. But we can't stay there. We went out.
You'll dehydrate.
Yeah, you just can't breathe. We went out and we look inside of the greenhouses that in the area. We look for someone who work there. And at some point we decided we're gonna take a big distance between us, like try to imagine that. We were 7 guys at that point. So 2 guys walk in the front, me and my friend, we walk in the middle, and 3 other guys walk behind us. And we had a big distance between us.
And what's the purpose of this?
Because, if we're gonna stay together, they can see us. Because we're a big group, but if we have a distance, so maybe someone can see the terrorists and the others can run away. So I told my friend, okay, there was a big tree here, let's walk behind the tree. It's more safe. Because if there is someone over the tree, he can't see us, but we also can't see what happened over the tree. And suddenly I remembered I saw that 2 guys in front of us start run away. And we can't see them. And then we hear a big scream in Arabic. Shwaye, shwaye, shwaye. It's been like, wait, to stop. And at that point, my friend grabbed me in the chest, just frozen in our spot. And believe me or not, it was just like in the movies. I saw all my life in my head. I saw pictures of my childhood, pictures of my mother, my family. And in that point, I remember I was completely understand that I'm going to die right now. I just knew it. And it's a horrible feeling, believe me. And all that situation, it was like for a few seconds, but it felt like it was taking years. I mean, we just can't move. But then I saw the 2 guys that ran away, came back, and they say, everything's okay, we're safe, we can get out. And when we went out from that tree, I saw a police officer and he was arrested 3 Arabic guys. He was checking my IDs, but eventually there were just farmers that work there from Gaza. They were not terrorists. And at that point we came to that police officer, we just begging him, you have to take us out, we just can't take it anymore. It was like 1 p.m. at that time. And that was the point that I knew that I'm safe. So he took us to a Jewish village that still didn't occupied by Hamas. It's called Maslul, which is an Orthodox Jewish village. And it was Shabbat, a holiday. And I remember when we came there, religious people came to accept us with their cell phone. And they begging us, call someone, come to a house, use electricity, take a shower, eat something. We just want to help, please.
On Shabbat.
On Shabbat. Shabbat and holiday. And, for me, it was a big Jewish proud, to see how us, a Jewish nation, can help to one of each other in hard times without any conditions. They didn't ask us what we're doing here, where we came from, Mizrahi, Ashkenazi, you vote for Bibi, not vote for Bibi, who cares? In hard times, people dare to help. And just the day before, there was a big protest in Israel, which was a very hard time. Everybody hates each other. And you can see how in just one day, everything is just, eventually there is a hard time for everybody, so people want to help and to give to each other. I will never forget those people. I own them a lot. They help us a lot.
So you were there for a few hours a day. How long? Then
a few hours. Yeah, there was still missiles attack. And then a bus came and took us to Beersheba. In Beersheba, they bring many survivors from many different places. They have a military people, and doctors that came to check us and to see that we were okay. Some parents came to that place and to look for their sons, and some of them didn't find them. I remember screams, panic, cry, parents yelling, look for their sons. They don't get any answers. I saw so many moms cry and just begging for help and scream. It was horrible to be there. Really, it was horrible to be there. I mean, I will never forget that. After a few hours there, people came with their cars and they volunteered to take us to the north, and I managed to get back home at 11 p.m. Long day.
Longest day in your life.
Yeah.
And then you have to now start coming to the reality of what took place and what you were really a part of.
Yeah.
And hear what was really taking place around you. And I imagine did you know anybody, any friends that?
I had one friend that didn't come back. And also, those festivals, it's like a community. Because you see the same people, the same faces in festivals and parties. So many of the people that I saw that murdered, I don't know them personally, but I know their faces. I know, I saw them and I remember I danced with them, and this kind of people that I saw only in a good situation, and when they're smiling, and suddenly you go to a funerals and you see the same faces, cry, panic, broke. And it was hard. Yeah, it was hard. And that was the point, that you start to ask questions about yourself, about life, if you can trust in something, what will be next? Can I go to music festival and listen to music again? Depression, confusion, all the package.
And did you run the gamut of feeling ups and downs? I imagine it was very hard.
Since October 7, I'm still having ups and downs.
How
I
so?
didn't have like a time that I felt okay. It's all that I'm in a good mood or in a very bad mood, and still looking for that stability. It starts when, after October 7, they had the confusion, depression, you lost friends, you went through a trauma thing, you don't know what's going to be next, you have confusion about yourself, question about life, purpose. And in the beginning, you don't have a question for that. But one day I get a message from some, how do you say that? I forget the name. Association that takes survivors from October 7 to here to America and to share their stories in college campuses, in Jewish communities, and to give a proof of what happened, and to give people an opportunity to ask questions, to help with money raising, to help. And I remember I received that message and I was so depressed in my home. And I look at the message and I think to myself, like, I've never been in America. And I don't know, I never spoke in front of people. And my English was horrible. Let's sign up. What the worst that can be? What more can I have to lose? I mean, I was in such a bad situation that I didn't thought about anything. I didn't care. So I signed up, and thank God, 2 months after October 7, I managed to get here for the first time in my life. And I started to share my story, to give people an opportunity to ask any question that they want. And to meet people and to get so much love and to give love back. And it's really helped me to get back on my feet. I have an answer to my question. I have purpose. I'm doing something. I help. I meet people. I'm traveling. I'm doing something for society. I'm active. After a few days, I finally start to sleep well. I can laugh without any guilt. I can listen to music it's really helped me to get back on my feet. So thank God I still have the ability to do that, and that's why I continue. So how much it's influence and affect people, and also because I truly believe it's not just my private story, it's our nation's story. I think it's my mission to share it. I have no other choice, and thank God I have the ability to do that because I'm not the majority. The majority don't have that ability to go for so much long time, to leave their home and family, and to share their story to thousands of people in different language. And thank God I have the ability to do that, so I keep doing it as much as I can. And mostly to be voice for them, for those who can't speak, and to be voice for those who will never speak again. And that's my life mission now.
I may have S3E5. I mean, like, you want to do this? I mean, this is part of who you are now. This is
It's part of who I am. I mean, it's always will be part of who I am. As long as I have the ability to do that, I will do that. I mean, of course, it's not my career for my whole life, but for now, and any chance, and every time people that's gonna call me and they're gonna need that, I'm more than happy to do that.
Did you ever feel any? You had said something. Did you ever feel any survivor's guilt, meaning that I survived?
A lot. Yeah, that was my main problem with that question. Why I survive? Why he's not? Why he's taken hostage? Why I'm free? You know, I went to you go to the beach and you feel guilt. You go to a music festival and you feel guilt. You eat like salad and steak and rice and you feel guilt. It's hard. It's very hard. It took me a lot of time to release that thought. Sometimes I still have that.
Knowing that this person didn't survive, knowing this person is in a tunnel, was in a tunnel, and didn't eat.
And why? Why is that? What is my mission? What can I do with that? And you know, everywhere place you go, you get a lot of hugs and love from people. But they always told me like, okay, if you survive something very big waiting for you, you're gonna have a great life. And there is a reason why you stay, but you still asking the question, what? Why? Why are you chosen? Like, what is the meaning of this? What is the purpose? It's hard. It took a lot of time to release those thoughts. And sometimes it still attack me. That's life.
Were you angry at God?
Yeah, sometimes, yeah. I have people ask me a lot about my relationship with God after October 7, and it's kind of complicated. I was very traditional way more before October 7. I mean, I keep kosher, I go to the inn every day, I go to the shul any chance I can. Kiddush, Shabbat dinners, of course. It's a really big part of my life. I truly believe that. In October 7, I truly felt that someone guided me how to get out of there. So most of the time, I mean, 90% of the time, I just knew that I want to go out of there and I will be safe. Really, I truly felt it. So I said, okay, yeah, God with me. He helped me. But then you start to ask yourself, but what about them? Why God didn't help them? Like, or why God even let that thing happen from the beginning? So it's very complicated. But I really try to spread a Jewish pride. I know why those tradition and those gathering together, it's really help us. And it's make me to be more connected to my Judaism, that's for sure. And also, very interesting story, I never met Jewish communities that live outside of Israel. It was the first time that I'm doing Chagim and go to the shuls outside of Israel. It was an amazing experience. And I know and I understand the power of that, about that gathering, that unity, about how much it's important to keep our tradition and to celebrate our holidays. And eventually, it's our victory, because that's the main thing that Hamas want to avoid from us in that day. They want to split us, they want us to stop our tradition, they want us to stop celebrating and be together. And mean, for me to continue with the tradition, to celebrate the holiday, just bring together to one place, that's our victory. Also, the Shabbat that we had. So many people came and we sing songs, we celebrate our Judaism. I look at that on the side and I said, yeah, this is a victory. This is a victory. Hamas didn't win us. We still celebrate our Judaism any place around the world.
It's beautiful. In fact. So even though, chas v'chalila, God forbid, this major thing happened, which is such a tragedy, but you see the positivity. You try to see the silver lining, as we'd say, the good that came from this.
I also say that in my speeches. I think if there is one good thing that October 7 brings, it's the new connection between the Israelis and the rest of the communities around the world. And because I discover a new world, a new family, any place I go. And
Jews, we're all Jewish.
Yeah, we're all the same. We just live a little bit far away from each other. And yes, of course, I truly feel it.
Brothers.
And it showed me how much we support, and mostly how much we depend on each other. That's the most important thing, and that's where I put my focus on.
It's beautiful.
Thanks.
It's very beautiful, and it makes me think a lot that sometimes it's the greatest darkness that can bring the greatest light. And the opportunity, it's when our backs are against the wall, is when we say, who do we have? Who's our brothers? Who's our sisters? And if we realize that all we have is each other, that's what's going to get us to the light. And not that we wish October 7th happened, but we see how many October 8th Jews came from October 7th.
Yeah.
And we saw the unity, we saw the pride, we saw the people working together, and we're stronger than ever.
And tell me, Rabbi, which other nation in the world have those benefits?
Not that I know of. Am Yisrael.
Amen.
So I just want to say, Rom, Toda, Achi.
My pleasure.
And thank you for sharing your story, being courageous, being open, being honest. And I think because of your willingness to be showing the courage, showing the world that there's more to life after what could be potential tragedy, and rather than letting it handcuff us or make us a victim, you have decided to say, I'm going to convert it into something positive, into something meaningful, to bring more unity, to bring more pride, to bring more togetherness, to bring more achdut.
Yeah, try my best.
And that's what you're doing.
Try my best, really.
So, thank you again.
Thank you, Rabbi.
And we should only share in many more festivals.
Yeah, amen.
Dance the night away, and have only good times together.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, it is.